What's up, y'all? It's the Crane here, playing Vanessa, fiery pufferfish. My only good wins are coming from pufferfish right now. What is going on? Kind of a classic toxic flame pufferfish, but we're actually adding in additional Nullfrost altar, which I did hit with a deadly enchant. I had the option for obsidian, which I think looking back might have been a mistake, but it's great because it's so when you freeze, your items gain 10% crit, so pufferfish gets the ridiculous crit levels. Yeti crab scales the pufferfish alongside twin toxic flame. Um, Toxic flame pretty much makes it so pufferfish scales itself. Holsters diamond Zorkid. It's only silver. Cooldown direction's not right there. Dive weights as well, and then a turbo pufferfish. Here is an example of us against a pretty fast Langshan build. Let's see. You'll see here. He's quick. He's very quick, and he also has double crit damage from foreboding winds. But unfortunately, not enough. We just get to unbelievable levels here. So we're on day 11. 3 wins to go. The late game meta is ridiculous right now. It's kind of one of those good lucks. Oof. Adjacent items have their cooldown reduced by 9%. That's a lot. Doesn't really have a spot though. It doesn't quite have a spot, so I'm going to hold it just in case I don't think of something. All right. Ammo items. We go ammo. We can get the dive weights to 6x, which would be an upgrade, or we just take HP. I'm not gonna ever look HP like as if it doesn't matter right there. But right now, pufferfish is ridiculous in my opinion. It's definitely one of Vanessa's better builds. If you can get toxic flame, great. If you can't, you have Yeti crab options. Then you can play that off of mine. That's actually how this build started. Let's go Mac. He's got a lot more poison synergies, although I do not anticipate any of them being good. Your poison items have plus poison for every 20 poison on the enemy. This is money. This thing would have. Hold on. Wouldn't this thing have essentially like 50 multicast? The problem with multicast like that is that it wouldn't even end up going off because it would take too long to actually trigger. When you poison yourself, poison 4. When you use an adjacent poison, gain regen. So I don't have a whole lot of regen synergy. So that doesn't work either, but we are coming along here now. 3 XP or crit, double crit. Foreboding wins. Let's think about that. Is that weapons only though, right? So I'm pretty sure that's weapons only. Let's double check. Your weapons do double crit damage, right? Yeah. So that's pointless. We'll go. It would have been pretty good. No, it's always bad actually. We'll go Morgulith just for the extra XP. Pendulum is there, and that's a great item. But I think it actually just kind of complicates what we have going on here. But you can just see Fiery Pufferfish going to ridiculous levels, and that's only on a silver toxic flame. Most of the scaling is coming from Yeti Crab, I'm pretty sure. It's hard to tell because you can't see the skill increase. Now the question is, do you want more scaling at this point, or are you chasing freezing skills? I think I'm chasing freezing skills. First 10 times you do a tool each fight, slow 1. That's not bad. First 8 times your enemy uses a non-weapon item, charge a weapon. Oof. That is nice. First 10 times you slow each fight, haste 1 vehicle. So vehicle? Why is this getting... 10. So when this goes off, we'll slow 5 times. I like that. Sabotage with dive weights is fantastic. This is a tool. This goes off at 3 something seconds, so I'm essentially slow the whole board. Now, are we looking for mandala? What type of diamond icicle would we even look? We can buy anything though right now. If we were low on money, I'd do it, but we're not. So we're just gonna chase items if the vendor options are good. Sell skill upgrades. That's definitely always worth it when you're running Toxic Flame, my boys, and that's why you do it. Hey, if you're running those Toxic Flame builds, grab this. This is gonna scale. This is doubled the scaling off of Flame. Toxic Flame should be 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Everything else is pretty broken right now, so it's hard to say what Toxic Flame should be when everything's so broke. Oh, he's crushed. Null Flame, Altar just crushes him. Even if he scales, even if he does everything he wants, it doesn't matter because I'm running Nullfrost and he's not. That's the power of the Nullfrost altar when it's popped up on Vanessa and you're running anything with pufferfish. Especially in a scenario like we are in right now with Yeti crab. All right, what are we going to chase? Do we need... There's upgrades to be had, but I'd rather... Do I want to run XP down? What's the point of XP? I think I'm just going to go with the XP. We'll always take that. You never know what you're going to get from a fight. There's all sorts of nice upgrades from a fight. When you use a tool, reload an adjacent item. That could actually put some stuff on the menu for crazy dive weight plays. But we don't really have any weapons like that. Yeah, but guys, this game is... This patch right now is ridiculous. We will take the ammo upgrade. Could be a mistake over potential for loot, but guaranteed loot being effective because it's going to bring this to 7. I know you can't see it right now, but it does have 6 ammo. Which actually, shouldn't it have 7? It had 5. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. So have 7 multicast on the next fight. Transform. Let's take our transform on the icicle now and see what we hit. Concealed dagger. That's not it. And then we will just take the fight against Davey. I actually almost lost to Davey somehow. He does a ton of damage, and I'm still kind of confused on how. I think it almost was a... You'll see here. I'm misunderstanding something. We could see he just crit so much. I'm actually kind of... There it is. Okay, so... Yeah, he just... I think the couple times I faced him, he's always gone off with the crits way more than one would anticipate. Even though his crit rate is high, it's still like... You wouldn't anticipate that much. Let's just chase down Choco Bars. Haven't hit a curio either for potential haste upgrade, which would be always great. We're just going to sell all. We don't need any more transformations. Temp boosts are small. So if you went small, you don't get any more haste. You could get a potential for a dive weight upgrade. I'm not seeing it. So let's go with the bird in the hands worth 2 in the bush. We'll take 824 HP. Now we can upgrade an item. Fiery Puffer just does not need the upgrade. Dive weights gets an extra charge. At least I believe it does. Oh, no, it does. It gets the extra haste amount. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Probably would have made... Honestly, that's a nothing upgrade. Probably would have actually been the best thing to do is Fiery Pufferfish for the little bit of starting extra damage. But it doesn't matter because he's going to scale so much. Skill upgrade would have also been very good. This should be an interesting fight. He's got very good... He's got restorative. Question is, does he have enough restorative to actually do anything? It does not look like it. No. We are... Look at that. I mean, that is just... Whew. It's what sucks for a thing like Dark Waterfish right now is Dark Waterfish is sick, but his build isn't. I've been stuck in positions like that too, where you can't get the multicast on what you actually probably want the multicast onto. Ooh. What? This is good, right? Freeze adjacent items for 1 second. Reduce the cooldown of adjacent items by 1 second. This is good, but it can't get next to the pufferfish, so it doesn't really matter. You could sacrifice the jellyfish, but I'd rather not. You get rid of the Zorkid. This goes off, reduces. It does get your. Hold on. Is there a world where this is the setup? No, because then your die weights is really slow. Okay, okay. I'm trying to think through. Ice Luge feels like it should be good, and then it's not. It feels like it should be good, and it's not. I just don't have enough board space. That's really all this comes back down to. Is when you don't have all that board space, you can't do a whole lot. All right, do we need the damage, or do we want to do a transform? If we go tools, what can we get? Probably the only thing you'd be looking for is like some sort of. No, there's nothing you can get. So you're going transform and you're trying to hit some sort of upgrade. The extract is completely pointless. Did I just mess that up? Did I just mess that up? I did. Did I just wait? What just happened? I just transform a large item and I don't have one. Wait. Is that a bug? I definitely misclicked without a question of a doubt. But I guess you can't transform the Nullfrost altar, but you have the option to click large item. Is that what happened there? Like I feel like I messed up, but I didn't. Very weird. I messed something up. No doubt about it. All right, going into day 14 though. Okay. Guys, I'm serious though. This is what I've been winning with the absolute most. I mean, other than what you just saw me almost lose because of a misclick, and I probably deserve to lose. Burn skills, weapon, or ammo. Ammo would be left. Whenever you lose left, nah. We're gonna try to get that last Twin Peaks upgrade. I say Twin Peaks like the TV show. No, when you use an item with burn, that item gains one burn. That's a bird in the hand, baby. That is a bird in the hand. I'm not gonna chase down Toxic Flame intentionally just to do it. We're level 17. We're likely not gonna get another upgrade, but I don't know. Bara Soap. All right, final run. I've already gone through the build, guys. Really, it's a anti-freeze build. So if this guy's some sort of freeze pig, it's auto win. He's a luxury tense build. These can be ridiculous. Let's see how fast his poison is compared to mine. I don't have the restore, but I have a ton of HP. He does have restore, but does he have enough to outdo? Nope, no chance. Oh, he got back up. Damn. He almost had it. I thought even with the luxury chance, he had no chance. But he did almost have it. I won it by a tick. Half a second. I won by half a second. But it just wasn't enough. What does he have? Wow. So he had the luxury tense. This is a great build with the wristwatch. But this setup right here is just absolutely super broken right now. Coming back to it. Nullfrost Altar, Yeti Crab, Fiery Pufferfish with Toxic Flame, the rest of the engine that you anticipate anyone having when they run this build, with Deadly Nullfrost giving us the crit on the Fiery Pufferfish, able to get damage way up. We're going to hit replay just to see it. I just want to witness exactly what happened there. How much? I think he had like, how many thousands of burn does he have? Look at the burn getting up there. Because we essentially one-hit him after he died. 3,700, 3,200. Wow. And we were at 1149. Hey, boys. DPS wins. DPS wins. Look at those final stats. That's what's up. Hey, well, if you like the content, hit that like button. Take it easy, boys.